All right, traders, welcome back on this lovely Thursday. Good to see you all. All right, good, good, good. Good to see you, Michael. Good to see you, Jazz. We got a couple of new trial members here. Welcome back. All right, everybody. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? All right, good. Good morning to you, Lita. All right, just making sure. So anyway, get a lot of my watch lists are all red. There's a couple of stocks that I'm probably going to get out of. Some of them had some really big rallies. You could see here that OKLO is finally coming down after that beautiful run up. So, and there's a lot of them like that. We got to keep an eye on it. But before we go through what stocks we traded and what's moving and everything else, let me just remind everyone today is the last day of the Cyber Expo. We had a beautiful, beautiful event yesterday. What do we have here on the lineup? Let me just see if I can show it to you. What we got here? Here we go. Just bring up the lineup. There we go. So we got here we go right here. You can see right here. So we got everyone. We got all these new speakers. I'm going to be opening up the at 10 o'clock. But now we're going to have Bryce. We're going to have Metastock. We're going to have Top Gun Options, which he's always fun. I love to see what he has to say about Amazon. But yeah, we got a bunch of great new speakers today. Looking forward to having them all on. And we're going to start that at 10 a.m. All right, but let's go over and see what's moving this morning, because let me tell you, day trading really has a lot to do on your swing trades. And I think everyone's starting to realize that. We've been doing great on some day trades, but we're having a lot of kryptonite now hitting some big resistance levels, and it might be time to maybe get cash out of them and buy them back. But the OKLO has been doing great since the beginning of September. Stock ran from the 68 to 140. That is almost 100%. If you got out now, you're still going to salvage. Remember, great traders, we never buy at the bottom and we never sell at top. We always buy in between, okay? There's no way of you buying it at support and selling it right at the highs. Day trading, we do that. But when it comes to swing trading, you got to see that consistency and see, well, is it really going down? Is it really going down? It usually takes about a day or two before you see that. So you got to be careful of those. But the stocks that made some big moves, we had a pretty decent list, and let's go over them. QURE is still moving this morning. Granted, everything else is down. This one is still doing pretty well. QURE. Now, the issue with this stock is, remember, it is on a more of a category. Let me just bring that up here so you guys can see the screen. Hold on. There we go. So you could see here that the spread is pretty big. It's one of the reasons why we always got to be very careful of it. You got to know what category trader you are, because if it's out of your category, it's not easy to get in and out of these positions. But anyway, if you're a category 4 or higher, this is really up your alley. This stock is doing pretty well. Lace got a big push from yesterday. It's picking up again today. So that stock, Lace, is on our watch list again. Open has always been there. You know what? We had this big rally in Open, and then finally it came back again. You could see it went from that $11, came back down to $7, shot back up. This thing is so volatile. Great stock yesterday. Great push after hours too on the Open, but now she's on a downtrend a little bit there. What else we had? SLNH. That one had a real, that stock's been also good little small short-term day trade. Remember, when these stocks go up so much, you got to be careful. I say that all the time. I don't like my swing trades to go up really fast. You don't like that. That's not a good sign. It's great because maybe some of you want to take a profit, but sometimes you're like, you know what? if it's going up slow, you don't have to worry about it. If it's going up fast, you better hawk the damn thing, okay? Because that's what happened with the OKLO. What else that we had that moved up pretty well? CDLX. Oops. Hold on. The EOSC was a nice little mover early this morning, 10 to about 11. Intel. I know news came out on Intel this morning, but Intel came back after making a little bit of a correction, gapped up. We all know that the U.S. government bought 10% interest into that stock. FTX, nice little short right there all day. Beautiful short right there. And another short, HRMY. Okay, that one was also getting crushed. Listen, this stock, listen, this is why day trading all works. Next day down, down. On the third red candlestick, if you're down, you better get out. Sure enough, came back down. Boom, third candlestick. You go from 32, now you're down to 26. Not very good. All right. But it is coming close. Did it break support levels? What's the low here? 26.47, almost there. Probably have a good support level there. Michael, you shorted SLNH. Thanks, Lita. There you go. That's how the team works. SLNH. Yep. Anyway, that stock, big move up. Great swing trade. Shocking that you got the short on it because remember, a lot of these stocks are not shortable, okay, if they're not above $5. So, but some brokerage firms are giving it to you. So, way to go. All right, now regarding about going on today and everything else, remember we have the Cyber Expo. Make sure you're registered for it. If you're not, you can always watch the recordings if you miss any of the speakers. But we had a couple of great speakers yesterday, and we'll get those highlights out at the end of the day. But if you are going to trade today, let's focus on what's going on certain stocks. You got the OKLO. I don't know if it's on your short list, but the OKLO, what a great runner up. And remember, we always say whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. PG, this one right here, I was checking level 4 and it was kind of weird. The orders are not really there as much as I liked. You got these orders here, but they're pretty much out of the way. Order got filled here around 640. She's starting to trend down. She's a little bit on a downtrend. Maybe they gapped her up a little bit too much. Spread looks great. Volume is phenomenal, 55 million. But just be really careful with that one. SPRC, another one. Nice push. Stock is probably testing some resistance levels right around here. You got almost 5 months of orders out there. It's got to get through first. But good spread, good volume. It's up about 50%, and the market's not opened up. We'll put that on the watch list. EVAX, this one, there's a bunch of big sellers I see here, right here around the 540 and 520. So that is right around here. So you can see how it got to about 550 and starting to go back down. Not a bad stock. Good volume, good spread. Remember, market's not even open up. This is just pre-market. This one gapped up, but she's on a downtrend right now, so I'm probably going to say no on that one. XXII, we traded this stock a few times. Some of you remember this stock. Wow, this thing got crushed. 250 all the way down to $1.80. First day up, maybe you'll get a bottom fish. Put that on the watch list. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. CAPR. This one's pushing up a little slowly. QURE, we're at 7%. Forget it. Anything lower than that, we're going to pass. So OKLL this is obviously the ETF of it. You can see how volatile this thing is. $50 to 100. Look at it. Just lost it all in 2 days. This is what I'm talking about. When they run up really big, I get really nervous. Okay. RCT, this one's getting crushed. This one's down. These are all the big gainers that were in the losers. New York Stock Exchange, didn't really see too much there. LUXE, AMS, no. This one's moving up. Where'd this one come from? This one has just started making a move right now. AMPY. The news come out on it? Let me check the orders. AMPY. See what we got going on over here. AMPY just getting loaded up. Oh, yeah, look at this. Wow, that's an interesting one. Look at all the stacks of levels there. Beautiful stock. Looks like the guy just pulled here, but yep, this one looks like a pretty good one. Absolutely. AMPY. AMS, nope. Nope. ET, not really. This one's getting crushed. Looks like it could be a good short still. Still going down. CarMax. KMX. Rig, we already know about OKLO, and it's already there. All right. So it's not as big as yesterday, but it is a pretty good, decent list here. Did I miss anything? Did anybody see something else? Rich says we need to find some new, some good swing trades, some new ones. Listen, market going down is healthy. Okay, it's okay. You want the market to go. If you're in these positions, this is how you know if they're going to continue to go higher. You just got to watch out for these big run-ups like this one, because people like I said, you're going to have 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door. All right. But if we find some new ones, definitely we'll share them out there. The only new ones, like I said, I told you I want you guys to keep an eye on is the military stocks. Okay. All these military stocks are up again today. You know, we talked about that. I had those on the list. All right. All right. So listen, I got to get ready for the Cyber Expo. So Josh and Rich will take care of you guys. So I'll be in there working with them. So make sure you register. There's the link. If anybody here is on social media and watching, here's the link for you guys to watch it right there. Or what you could do, I'll give you the QR code. Just take your phone and just scan that little QR code. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market open up. Good luck today. Happy trading, everybody. And don't get too cocky today, because I don't see today as a great day yet. But you never know. Only takes one stock rolls to jump in to make a day's pay. Good luck, everybody. Happy trading. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.